very much, and thank you for giving me the opportunity to come here today to also contribute to the ongoing, what I call it, debate about the future of the APC in Rivers State. First of all, I'm not here to accuse anybody or to point fingers at anybody. I believe that any sensible politician who understands politics and can see where the APC in Rivers State is today, after all the sacrifices that members of this party have made over the years, would be very, very, very unhappy. And I'm indeed very, very unhappy at where we are. So any reasonable politician at this point should be looking for solutions. We've been trading blames for years now, and it has not really helped us. But I'll just need to set some issues straight so that in looking for solutions, we don't waste our time chasing after red herrings. First, Senator Uchendu was here, yes. And the reason I decided to come on the show is that he made a lot of what I would call wild, baseless, and childish allegations. Senator Uchendu went as far as describing me as not having the balls, in his words. I don't know who made him the inspector of balls in Nigeria. But I do remember that in 1999, my constituency in Gokana held the entire state to ransom over the governorship election of Dr. Peter Odili. It's there, it's on record. I had the balls to do that then. I also do remember that in 2015, when we were facing the challenge from the former PDP government of Dr. Goodluck Jonathan, I had the balls to stand. I was in front of every demonstration, every crisis, every problem, everything that happened in Rivers State. I was in front. I didn't lead from the back, and I didn't see Senator Andrew at that time in front of anything we were doing. I had the balls then. I was in the National Assembly. I was chairman of a Senate committee on petroleum downstream that investigated the fuel subsidy scam in this country. We opened the lid on that. I know the pressures that I went through. I had the balls then. When we were transiting in Amechi's government, I was a commissioner in Dr. Peter Odili's government. Yes. At a point, I was the only commissioner left that was supporting Rotimi Amechi in the cabinet, to the point where his expulsion letter was handed over to me because I was the only person that would still agree that I was in touch with him. I had the balls then. So where are Andrew's balls? I'm coming, Ijoma, let me just come. Today we have a crisis in the party. Andrew sat here and he talked about me being desperate for power, the ambition.
That's where I'm going to. That's why you are driven by inordinate ambition, yes, to be a governor at all costs.
Yes, and I will respond to that.
Okay.
First of all, Ijoma, the 2 times that my name has come up for governorship in Rivers State, both times were not brought up by me. In 2014, before the 2015 election, it was Rotimi Amechi who invited the Ogoni leaders to a closed-door meeting in Government House. I sat by his side. When he got up, asked the cameras, everybody to leave, and was explaining to Ogoni people why their son, they must be the governor at this time. The next time it was me and Ogoni man. And of course, because of my proximity to him, all the Ogoni leaders who were there, he didn't do that once, he did it 3 times. Assumed that he was talking about me. I held my peace. When it came to the time for the transition, he invited myself and Dakuku and said that he was going to choose between Magnus Abe or Dakuku Peterside. That was how my name became synonymous with the governorship thing in 2015. I didn't call any meeting to say I wanted to contest for governor. He called that meeting. And of course, as soon as he made that pronouncement, everybody took sides. You either had to now be with Dakuku or you had to be with Magnus. And Andrew himself was with Magnus. He took me to his family house and introduced me to his family meeting. His brothers are still my supporters till today, because they said he cannot bring me to their family house before their family meeting and they will go back with him. They refused to go back. They are still supporting me till today. So where are Andrew's balls, if he's talking about balls? And where is the desperation of Senator Abe in that narrative? In 2019, I was in my house. Rotimi Amechi came to my house and said he heard from two people, Ijoma, two human beings, that I said I would run for governor in 2019. And he came to tell me not to try it. If I try it, he will fight me, he will deal with me, he will do this, he will fight.
Are you alleging? Or
I am not alleging, these are facts
nobody,
now.
Just the two of you discussing.
No, my wife was there, but he can't deny it now. My wife, in front of my wife. Now, he finished that. I held my peace. I went to the state. I was on the radio defending him, the relationship. He called a meeting of the entire party. In that meeting, he was the one who got up and announced that Senator Magnus Abbey is going to run for governor. And that he will not allow it. Anybody who wants to follow Senator Abbey can leave. And that was how the party broke into two.
So it was
not me. It was not me. I didn't call any meeting to lobby anybody to be governor. He started it both times. So where is the desperation of Senator Abbey to be governor by all means? Of course, once it was in the public domain and people had identified with me, I agreed that I will contest. And I gave it a good shot, which is where the question of balls come in. So I don't want people, at this stage, part of the problem we have is that if we have elders like Senator Andrew Chindu, who is almost more than 80 years old, you can begin to understand why a small problem between children in the house will escalate into this kind of monstrous embarrassment to all of us. And he should be more embarrassed than anybody else.
Senator, the last time you came, I asked the question that if you